بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. It's time now to roll up our sleeves and take a deep dive into the beautiful world of miracles. We're going to look at a precise technical definition from Islamic theology books. We'll look at it in Arabic and then we'll look at it in English. المعجزة أمر خارق للعادة. المعجزة, a miracle, is أمر, some event, some thing that happened or did not happen that you were expecting to happen. خارق pierces للعادة, pierces the empirical norm. على يد مدعي النبوة, at the hands of someone claiming to have prophecy. Mudda'i, claimant, and nubuwa, prophecy. Someone claiming to be a prophet. This is an important part of the definition, right? Before this lesson, we looked at a high-level bird's eye view definition of miracles, which is a phenomena that transcends the empirical norm. Al-mu'jizatu amrun. Amrun can also be translated here in this context as a phenomena. Khariqun lil-'ada. This is the definition that is quoted frequently if you don't want to get into a deeper understanding. But there are other parts to the definition. Ala yadi mudda'in nubuwah. At the hands, of course, that's metaphorical. It happens for someone claiming to be a prophet. عند تحدي المنكرين. عند تحدي المنكرين. When challenged by the rejectors. Tahaddi is challenge. Al-munkirin, rejectors. على وجه, in such a way, يعجزهم, it incapacitates them. يعجزهم, incapacitates them, makes them disabled, incapable from doing what? عن الإتيان بمثله, from coming up with something like it. They cannot come up with a miracle like the miracle of a prophet. So when the prophet split the moon, بإذن no one is capable of doing it. And it happens at the hand of someone claiming to be a prophet, not someone who's not claiming to be a prophet. And this is an important condition. We will look more into this later, inshallah. فهو ممكن عقلا لا عادة. So it is possible, عقلا, rationally conceivable, لا عادة, but not empirically possible. So a mu'jiza is an empirically impossible, yet rationally possible event. So it's possible for something to be impossible and possible. Impossible empirically, possible rationally. That's a really cool way, an important statement. It's important to understand that empirically impossible may be rationally possible. So this is an English summary of the definition. A miracle is something that transcends the empirical norm. It's a phenomena, it's an event. It occurs at the hand of one claiming to be a prophet, and it happens when he is challenged by the rejectors. Now, can a woman be a prophet? There's a difference of opinion. I believe the majority of ulama say the prophets have always been men, and there's very good reasons and wisdoms for that. Nothing against women. Prophets are men. However, there is a minority opinion that holds that Maryam alayhi salam, mother of Jesus, was a prophetess. But that's not the majority opinion. The majority of ulama say prophet has to be a man, and they have given us good wisdoms and reasons for why. It's an event that unfolds in such a way, ala wajhin, yu'jizuhum, it incapacitates them. They're simply not capable of coming up with something like it. And it's an empirically impossible, mustahilun adatan, event that is also rationally possible, mumkinun aqlan. Remember this expression, right? And again, I learned all of this. This is not from me. I learned all of this from our great ulama through their books in Aqidah. This statement I really like. Rationally possible, empirically impossible. It's a really cool summary of how we can understand miracles. So that was a technical definition of miracles that you will find in books of Aqidah. And I have a reference here where I got these definitions, and you're welcome to look them up. These two definition, this definition that I've quoted is coming from Al-Imam Al-Bajuri, great giant in Islamic scholarship. He defines miracle as such. And then you also have another giant by the name of At-Taftazani, Sa'duddin At-Taftazani. These are two heavyweight champions. These are giants, mountains of scholarship that who have written, among many others, on Aqidah. So I'm quoting these two, and I've got them from this Aqidah book here that I studied when I was in Syria with my teachers. So in the next lesson, we will look at the four conditions of a miracle, pre-prophetic miracles, miracles of saints. Saints have miracles, awliya, and we'll look at divine assistance for everyday good, righteous Muslim. We'll look at opposite of a miracle that exposes an evildoer, and other things, inshallah. We'll also, actually, let me just mention them now, uh, to be gradually led to one's demise, al-istidraj, which is something very bad. It's done for people who reject clear signs, clear evidences. May Allah protect us from being those. We'll look at three types of miracles. We'll look at what's not a miracle. That's important to understand, right? If you want to know what a miracle is, you have to study all these things, but you also have to study what's not a miracle, so we don't get confused in the age of technology, where we have artificial intelligence, AI, we have robots, we've got all kinds of miraculous, quote unquote, miraculous things happening. How do we know that they're not miracles, right? And then a couple of other topics, inshallah. Then we'll conclude this beautiful study on miracles. And as you can tell, I love miracles. I love to talk about them, learn the miracles, teach them to your children, talk about miracles. They are such an iman booster. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.